Hey guys, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. Zoltan was just regaling me some embarrassing poems that Dandelion wrote. Unfortunately you missed them, but maybe you'll get round to them again as we search, because last episode we came to Zoltan, CHIVAY's and Dandelion's house in our quest to find Ciri, and the place had been ransacked by homeless people, basically, and that was because Zoltan had been away and Dandelion has disappeared. So, I'm going to check things out. I have my stash here, that's nice. I'm going to do some looting while I'm here, why not? Oh, don't turn off lights. No. I am trying to get that. There we go. Ooh, we have...
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Lettenove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn full name.
Dandelion's real name is Julian D. What's-a-who's it? Because he is a fancy pants. As we also saw in the last episode, he is an incredible fancy pants. He has a great many fancy pantses. Yeah. Just taking all the alcohol. Don't mind me. And obviously it wants me to go over here because it's sparkling, so... Not quite.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Explain yourself.
It's his planner.
Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Could be a powerful woman, though, not just one not interested in his romantic outings. Exactly. May not be romantic woman.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suche?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
It's bookkeeping.
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Yeah, you don't generally do your bookkeeping in poetic verse. Not generally something you do. We have a barrel.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows
It's not
the
gonna let me loot it.
fruit
of the vine like Dandelion.
Letter from Bommel de Arab. I saw another one over here as well. No, that was just the loot. Okay, thought I saw another letter. Just gonna finish looting this very, very quickly, since we're done now. And in here, we have the letter from Bommel de Arab, and we'll also have that book. Dear Viscount, One more, I would like to convey my thanks for agreeing. Once more, I would like to convey my thanks for agreeing to grace my son's wedding ceremony with your song. Your presence warmed our hearts, and the sweet notes which you serenaded us so touched my wife's mother, the Baroness du Valet, called in some circles a cold and heartless bitch. That tears of tender emotion appeared in her eyes. Bommeldiab. Okay. And where's that book? Ballads and Hymns. Don't think that's what we got, is it? You'll probably be under quests, that's why. Yeah. Rosa va a tre, like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humour's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Charming garden enclosed villa in Gildorf. Molly. Though well she knows the touch of silk and lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust embrace. A gross dandelion. Vespula, though timid in looks, no adventure did skip her. My heart melts when she asks, ever had a big dipper. Far corners, laundry near the mouth of Pontar. So this is his conquests. Marbella, though her cries are divine when behind closed doors, standing on stage, her squawks are drowned by snores. The bits near Pauper's Square. Elahal, a figure most rare, her natural jewel. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Tailor shop across from the Tarry. Right. So Rosa is a depressive. She's a noble. I don't know what swinging her dwarf would be, though. Maybe she's a bit of a tomboy and she doesn't like being a noblewoman. Charming garden enclosed villa in Gildorf. Another noblewoman. Don't know. There's nothing that really tells us about Vespula there, and sounds like a failed bard. Marbella is a failed bard. Or at least Dandelion thinks she is. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 women to go and see. Oh, and 5. Okay. And that's it. And she's a tailor. Or tailor's daughter. Or something along those lines. Anyway. And yes, I'm aware I've had a level waiting for me since last episode. We'll deal with that in a second, but I just wanted to check out the rest of Dandelion's Tavern. We have a door that's locked. Requires a key. You right there, girl? You fell down the stairs. I think all the alcohol I'm picking up is seeping into Geralt's body, but I don't think that would do anything to him, since he's meant to be far more resilient to toxins than humans. It's actually worth grabbing all this stuff because of all the alcohol. It means I'll never run out of supplies if I ever meditate to regain things, and me being pretty alchemically focused, probably a good idea to keep that stocked up. Also, things to sell, because, I mean, as you've seen, I'm pretty rich. And it's because of just basically looting everything. Everything that doesn't weigh a lot. That seems to have value in this game is a big deal. Even if I'm not paying attention to what I'm actually looting. Like that. Good. Anything else in here? No. Great. And we have this. No, someone's playing Gwent over there though, so that'll probably be someone we need to play Gwent against. Funny thing about Gwent, actually, I'm apparently missing out on a lot of secondary quests by not playing Gwent against people. Apparently a lot of quests get activated by dealing with people who deal in Gwent. But you have to play them first. And I would play Gwent, but I just don't think it makes for very good screen time. Talk to Zoltan, sure.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf? Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Gwahir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Var Atra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
Well, then one it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing.
Getting all that out of Dandelion's poem.
So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
So the only thing I didn't get out of that whole thing was that she was the ambassador's daughter. Not just a noble.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Right, so that's an elf.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
And Marabella was the...
If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Jealousy.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
You didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
So Marabella's into roleplay. The things we learn.
Well, she knows the touch of silken lace. She shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness La Valette.
A baroness within reach, and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects. Examines it from all perspectives.
That was a very good cut with the camera then.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
I was wrong about Molly too. Molly's not a noble. She is a chambermaid for a noble. Okay, so we have what do we need to find the next person. Let's just do it in the order that the quest wants us to. We'll follow it out this way. Right, this one's leaving the city. That's interesting. Where are you going? You are going Where? What? Who? Oh, you're just outside the city. Okay,
The
that's
girls
not
want to go
bad
on
then.
strike. Truth be told, King's exec
Alright.
too much tribute these days.
Let's quickly work our way over here then. Also, I noticed there's a lot of contract boards around here. We may need to take a look at those soon.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Always the diplomat.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness
Oh
of their
no,
hearts.
not the
Not
kindness of my
entirely out of
heart.
kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Actually, it's Geralt.
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
No, I think you got in half for a good reason.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help.
Alright, so... Dandelion was
Listen,
after someone
when
at
I find
the bathhouse?
Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
So we basically got nothing out of that. Maybe a little tip that he's gone
Washed your hair lately?
looking for... Excuse me? Shady individual, was it? Got a problem with my hair?
Sod off.
Yeah, so not usable right now, that information. Let's talk to the elf.
No leading our lassies astray, scum.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
You are not an elven woman.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Right.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean, how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Brilliant. This is brilliant.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
I'm sorry, Eliel. I can't tell whether you're a cross-dresser or a trans woman. It sounds like you're a trans woman, which is all fine and good, but I love this game for its readiness to explore characters like that. That's pretty awesome. Sure, let's be really rude.
I know this is none of my business, but why do
I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment?
Cross-dresser, but because
Must be
they
horribly
like to
boring
roleplay?
being a Witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
Okay, so they're just interested in dressing up. Fair enough.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in
remember
Novigrad?
Kalkstein? Yeah.
Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Dandelion visit your shop
That's
often?
Kalkstein.
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When'd you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Well,
Thanks for your
Eliel.
help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Keep that in mind. What a very cool character. I am impressed with
That
you,
reptile
CD
gaze
Projekt Red.
don't scare me.
Like, most game developers wouldn't touch a character like that with a 10-foot pole, right? Not CD Projekt Red. Or they would make a lot of fun of them.
Double shows.
But that character was both humorous and interesting.
How'd it go with this evening? I was faffing a bit out minding my own business when suddenly up he pops on the heels.
Look! The corpse-like visage, the beast's
Side quest.
eyes.
With
This
no means
is
to earn
magic that's made a
livelihood.
mongrel of a man.
Well, he ain't.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant. A freak. A useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Brooksay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth. But holler at him and his tail slinks between his legs. Come on, people.
I am playing Geralt all wrong. because he is totally the kind of person who would pony up and get into a fight. Who, what? What are you running from? Let's talk to Molly. No? What? Make up your mind, white dots.
Non-human, are you?
Your food to that beggar, because he was hungry. He wouldn't be hungry to find peace.
So we have another contract board right here. Just pick up stuff while we're here, huh? We'll check them out later, once we're on our phase 2.
This Baronet's La Valette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette. An Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, he was kind of rude.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Oh, hell yeah, I'd love to hang out with nobles.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
I am going to make a fool out of that guy. So he's going to challenge me to a race, and I'm going to kick his butt. Pretty simple.
We've arrived.
Cool.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse
Especially
I've had
when
Roach.
their ears are
The
going out
grey
of
mare
control.
is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
He's being so nice considering how
My
he treated
coin's in the
me
Black
at the
Stallion, Nemrod,
in Vizima.
purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Yeah,
Mostly
see, here
just
it
trying
comes.
to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
And there it is.
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Yeah, that's
Why
right.
not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
The Redanian. Yeah.
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Then again, I could have chosen Cantarella and beat him with his own horse. However, I am totally going to save scum this in case I screw up. Yeah.
Go, go.
2, 1, and... Oh, come on.
Faster.
And...
Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of! I adore the speed, the rush of air!
I want you to stop running, but I want you to canter.
Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of!
It's not cantering. It will only sprint. I suppose it is cantering, to be honest.
Don't spare the horse!
I will spare the horse all I like.
Come on, Witcher!
Go, go.
Let's see what you're made of!
I'm really struggling with the stamina maintenance. The problem is...
Don't spare the horse!
Yeah. Scave
What a thrill!
Save scum
A beautiful
unnecessary.
victory!
Thanks.
Scave
For one
some.
for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations.
That is yours.
Awesome. Awesome.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her.
She does not
And
look
you must
portly
find us
in
when
the
you're ready to
slightest.
return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
He is being so nice.
Youth these days.
I am so suspicious.
All of them.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Kairan by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
I can.
But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Is this the cousin, by any chance?
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic
Oh my god,
cruise
I
of the
can't believe it
canals
took me
by the
this
light
long,
of
but
the
I'm
moon.
starting to put together who the cousin/sister
Said
is.
there'd be
It's Siri.
strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters.
Yeah?
Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Alright, let's
Yeah?
return to Novigrad, but let's probably return to Novigrad with our esteemed hosts. How do we even get up there? Ah, over the back. Fair enough, don't want to go up the same steps as the peasantry. I talk to you?
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yes, please.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
There was quite a few dwarves at the gates. I'm surprised they haven't all been rounded up and burned. Because the Eternal Fire people, obviously.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Cool.
Just stopped.
Alright, well, before we go and talk to Marabella, we're going to have to, unfortunately, end the episode here. So, next episode we've got a couple more girls to talk to, and I guess that will uncover who the sister is, for sure. I know who it is already, come on. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!